What's your name, sir? My name is Brad. Brad? Great name. Bradley or Brad?
Both.
Really?
Use the first one.
You like Brad?
Yes.
You ever sometimes go at Bradley when you're feeling a bit silly, getting your coffee order, and you're like, oh, let's try it out? Never. I do it all the time. I'm James, and I'll sometimes go, I'm Bradley. And I see... No, I go with Jimmy. I turn up and I think, maybe today's the day I've become a Jimmy. And it never is, and sometimes I forget that they're calling for Jimmy and that's still me. And then one time I went with friends and I tried it and they were all like, we're Jimmy now, are we? And it's like, oh, fuck. Everyone knows I'm a big loser.
Any fool can write a joke down. The comedian, he doesn't act. The man who writes his jokes and learns them off by heart and says them the same way every time. He may as well be a human tape recorder. And not us. The man who wishes to accomplish true crowd pleasure. He asks a more difficult question and finds an answer. The most difficult of all life's questions. Who are you?
Now we begin the crowd work section of the show. Although I don't really like to call it crowd work. I like to call it crowd pleasure. All right, let's begin the speaking to the people. You're too eager. You're too far away. What are you... Who are you in your heart? Happy person? You're defined by the joy that you feel? Why not? Well, because life is so hard. I mean, it's weird to say life is hard, because what are you comparing it to? It could be anything. Life is so purple. All right, why not? If it's compared to the abyss, do you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're a smiley man. You seem happy. That's great. Can't always be like that. Who are you when you're not joyful? When there's a death? You're a bad man? I love you. I don't know you, but it's important that we have love. I'm getting better at the crowd work. I'm struggling with the crowd work. I'm slowly starting to get better at the crowd work. It's not my strongest thing thus far. Sir, what's your name? Bradley. Wow. Great. You ever go by Brad? Never. Okay. You hate it? Interesting. Why is that? A jock? Are you from America? It's interesting. You've got a different context for names. Here, Brad is a man who works on a building site. And it's Brad. He picks up the skips and drives around the neighborhood. But Brad, I see it's a jockey. Whereas Bradley is Bradley Cooper, True Detective. Wow. How long have you been in Australia? 2 years. And what do you do? You work at Dan's. And who are you in your heart? You fill the void with the marijuana. Yeah. How long have you been doing that for? How's that? I don't feel the need to have a set-up punchline. I believe in a real getting-to-know-you type crowd work. 20-something years. But you're only, what, you're 30, 37, so 15. And is that a long-term, because sometimes people start feeling weird and paranoid as their life. I mean, you seem like a nice man, but you've moved to this country and you're working at a liquor store. So that's, I think I have bigger dreams for you. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes, in your red, scarcely open eyes. I do believe you've sat down the front. You're a go-getter. You know, America's very hustle bustle. This is much more comfortable. You've come to a more stoner vibe nation. I pray for you. What's your name? What do you do, buddy? What do you do?
My name's Jack. I'm a student.
You're a student? How long have you been doing that for?
About a year.
About a year? Yep. All right, this one's not going to work. Nah, all right. What do you do, sir? You're retired? I've got nothing to say about that. Is anyone else unemployed or unemployed? Huh? Great. We'll keep going until we find someone with a job. It's good. Sir, do you do something? What do you do? Image editor? How long have you been doing that for? A day? Oh, it's not going to work with the thing that I wanted to say after you said how long it was. Keep digging, Jimmy. What do you do?
So I've got 2 jobs. So
2 jobs? I'm bored already. All right. No, it's just that is this your partner?
I'm the head judge of freestyle scootering for Australia.
You're the head judge of freestyle scootering?
For Australia and New Zealand.
For Australia? Oh, so you don't do the Papua New Guinean scootering? What's wrong with the Papua New Guinean scootering? You ever be at a party with somebody and they're a racist but they know more than you? It's happened to me since I got back, where someone was like, fuck, Papua New Guinea, they fucking eat people. And you go, oh, come on, man. And then furiously Googling later on, it's like, oh, no. How are they going to move a rugby team there? This is definitely a problem. But it appears to be non-nutritional, merely ritual cannibalism. So that's a culture. We wouldn't want to take that away. Papua New Guinea? Nah, scootering? Yeah, good. What do you do? Not that you have to do anything. 'Cause you're a lady. Not just because you're a lady, but because work doesn't give us, our identity. Who are you? Who are you? Who? No, you're just a name? His wife, Ashley? A relationship and something your parents said? Who are you?
She works with me.
She works with you? Yes, I know that God made woman of rib and that this is a big part of what you do, but who are you? Who are you? Who? Sorry. Are you two in you're in a relationship? You're married. You got the sex and the children? No children? That's fine. That's too sensitive. I don't want to start doing crowd work about that. And then you're like, yes, I've been barren. And then it's sad and difficult. No, well, thank you for waving that crisis away. You've just not decided to have children? Not yet. It's fine. Well, it's... Are you contracepting? Are you pulling out? Is this a pull out? You're pulling out. This is... No, but you're not having a child. You're choosing not to have a child. You're having sex, obviously. It's beautiful. Scooter couple. I can't imagine there's a Josephite Union celibate scooter couple. You'd be... Fucking got little handlebars on her back. Anyway, sorry. The important thing... I apologise. We're going to get one normal piece of crowd work. I swear to God. I can do it. I believe in myself. What do you do, sir? Project manager. How long have you been in that for? 6 years. Big project! Thank you. That's all I really came here to say. It took us a while to get there, but we made it work in the end. What's your name? Eddie? Is that Edward or Edward? But you love Eddie.
I'm Eddie, but
Ever go by Ed?
No.
Ah, cool. I mean, I can do crowd work. I'm just trying to take it to interesting new places. Crowd pleasure. But we should... Well, we'll just... I mean, it's like Picasso. You have to show that you have the skills before you're allowed to fuck around. So let's... Eddie, what do you do for a living? You talk to farmers. Is that a job? Are you working at a suicide hotline? What's going on? They're good. They all kill themselves. Oh, fucking China is attacking everything my family works for. I don't want to. He's nodding furiously. I want you to look it up. You do surveys. How much do you want to kill yourself? What do you ask? Well, yeah. This is veering back into crowd pleasure territory. I gotta be honest with you. All right. What do you do? Detailer. How long have you been doing that for? 20 odd years. You don't want to get lost in the forest for the trees. Let me tell you. Have you ever thought of doing a couple years in high concept? I assume you work on cars. What else do you detail? Oh, come on now. Are you the guy putting the flames on the side of the cars? What do you put on the cars? Man, for a guy who's a detailer, he doesn't seem to be very keen on going into specifics. Yeah! Try this again. What do you do for a living? Work in construction? You're a builder. How long have you been doing that for? 5 years. Big house! What do you do? Yeah. You're a programmer. How long have you been doing that for? 4 or 5 years? Must be a big program! That's all I ask. That's all I ask as we get there in the end. I could have done that the whole time. I can do that for any job. I'm real good on the jobs ones. Madam, what do you... Not that you have to do anything. Not that you have to do it. Maybe you shouldn't work. Maybe you don't work. Who am I to judge? Who am I to condemn? Do you work? Shame on you. You come here with a woman and you don't look after her. Coarsened by employment. What do you do? Jeweler? How long have you been doing that for? 5 years, big jewel. All right, there we go. What is this, a ring for a giant? You know what I'm saying, Mr. Joy? Come on. All right. Oh, we've got time for just a tiny bit more crowd pleasure before they ask me to leave. Madam, hello. How's it going for you? Good? You from Sydney? What part of Sydney? Central. You're from the Central Coast? I don't know where that is. That's north of Sydney? Okay. It's in the centre? I don't know. It could be. It's north? North. North? It's North Sydney. Well, it would make sense. You would think Central Coast would be in the... Is it the centre of the country? Alice Springs? What's... where are you from, sir? You're from Sydney? Where are you from in Sydney? Sutherlandshire. Cronulla? I got to learn something about Sydney geography before I start asking people where they're from in Sydney. That's a big mistake. Brad, nice to have you here. Brad's friend. Hey. That's all right. Brad's a friend. What do you do? Graphic design, how long have you been doing that for? 8 years must be a big picture. What do you do?
What's that?
What do you do?
I'm a gardener.
You're a gardener? How long have you been doing that for? Couple of years. Big fucking garden! There we go. All right. Yes. Does anyone have any beautiful anecdotes they'd like to share?
Danny Minogue. Oh yeah, baby. Danny's a very good-looking woman. Hear me now. James McCann doesn't do crowd work. He does crowd pleasure. Big man thing. I love you. I need you. I want you. Catamaran ho.